Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for another one of our wee half-hour shows or soirees, and it's very special tonight because it's number 250. That's a quarter of 1,000, so I'm a quarter of a way to the 1,000. And I actually have a little bottle of champagne here, which me and Jen are going to have a glass of. Just at the end of the show, we'll have a wee toast to you. The tatty faces have been really excited about getting the champagne opened, and I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas. It's been very strange here. There's been no snow, and it's been really warm, actually. It's kind of unseasonably warm. My bees are out, which is a bit worrying. I don't like seeing them out at this time of year. But anyway, so I thought I would start with this wee song. This is a wee request, which was for Glenn Stewart from Newcastle in Australia. And I haven't done this for a while, so well, let's keep our fingers crossed that my fingers will find the relevant places to go. Over the mountains and out across the trees, on weathered wings he soars into the edges of the breeze. Over the water and out across the fields, with eagle eye he watches. He's seeing what our hearts can never see, and he speaks to me. From up here I've seen the broken truth. I have had that old eternal lie. From way up here I've seen wasted youth. From up here I've heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? Through the hazels and along the truthy burn, on feathered feet she's silent, as to her young ones she returns. Over the moor and up the Benacally hill, on her lookout rock she watches. She's seeing what our hearts can never see, and she speaks to me. From up here I've seen the broken truth. From up here I've heard that eternal lie. From way up here I've seen wasted youth. From up here I heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? life teaches nothing, oh, life teaches what it can. It can hold us all to ransom, the woman and the man. Over the mountains and out across the trees, on weathered wings, silent and silent on the edges of the breeze. And he speaks to me. From up here I've seen the broken truth. I have heard that old eternal lie. From way up here I've seen the wasted youth. From up here I've heard the old man cry, saying, who am I? Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Who Am I? And I forgot to, could you please welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces who will be accompanying me with their usual virtuosity tonight. And I haven't sung that for a while, and it's amazing how your brain remembers things. I'm going to continue with a wee song which I wrote after visiting, and I've done this a few times on these broadcasts. Well, after 250, you would imagine I would have done. But this was where I wrote a song after visiting Fotheringhay Castle down in Northamptonshire, where Mary Queen of Scots was beheaded. And you could tell it was a bad thing had happened there. It was a really spooky place, you know. So this is my wee song that I wrote for... And in fact, the Global Choir, tonight I don't have a particular chorus for the Global Choir. I just thought maybe you could, and for those of you who've just maybe joined us, over the years, for the last 2 or 3 years, we've developed this wonderful Global Choir where somebody in San Francisco will be singing with somebody in Sydney, Australia, and I thought you could do a bit more of a complicated chorus. And this is what you sing in this. You sing, Mary, I can feel your pain. I can hear your heart breaking. On the silent fields of Fotheringhay, I can hear your heart breaking. Fotheringhay was the castle. Spooky bit, isn't it? Something happened here in this cold, deserted place where mighty walls have vanished, leaving naught to trace. And something's not quite right, where ravens cast a guilty eye, and hidden reason still continues to deny. Oh, but Mary, I can feel your pain. I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringhay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. Okay, well, we'll try that again. Here we go. Oh, and Mary, I can feel your pain. I can can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringhay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. We give our might to men who then take it as their own, and in our name destroy with every thrown stone. We stand as simple fools, we watch them break it down. The stolen voice lies silent, cannot make a sound. Oh, and Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringhay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. We found a darkness here, belief has withered well away. And time has sacrificed, but no one dares to say. Something happened here in this cold, deserted place, where mighty walls have vanished, leaving not a trace. Oh, but Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringhay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. This is with a global choir. This is where you do it on your own. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, and maybe I beautiful. I'm getting the global choir vibe here in the old schoolhouse. So I think we'll do it again with a few harmonies and things. Well, with a few harmonies. Oh, and maybe and Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringhay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. Thank you very much. And that was Maury's song, about Mary Queen of Scots and down in Fotheringhay and the whole tragedy of all that. And I just got by the. I make these wee complicated guitar parts, and as I didn't realise when I was younger and I made them, I would have to be doing them when I'm older. And I just got that one by the time we got to the end of the song. But anyway, it was good. I'm going to do another wee song now, which I'm going to change guitars. That was actually a request for Margaret Cameron in Aberdeen. I love Aberdeen. I used to work in Duffy Park in Aberdeen when I was young as a gardener. I'm going way back. Anyway, this wee song I wrote after discovering about the finding of the Lewis chessmen. And I don't know if you know about the Lewis chessmen, but they were carved. They were found up on a beach. I have a wee house up on the west coast of Lewis, and they were found just along the shore from where my wee house is. And in the 1700s, they discovered this box, this under the sand. They found this cell, and I think there was about 200 chess pieces in it, making up 2 or 3 different chess sets. And they were beautiful, and they were all carved out of walrus tusks, walrus ivory. And they're the most amazing little characters you've ever seen in your life. And I've actually got some of them here. I've got replicas from the British Museum. And but they're the strangest little characters because they look so pissed off, you know. And if you look, I don't know if you can see, I'll show you the king. There's the wee king. I'm going to put him up here. Maybe Jenny can get the camera to get a wee close-up on him. But he's looking really pissed off, you know. And the wee queen, she's got her head in her hands. The wee queen's got her head in her hands, and you know, and I was up there one time, and I was just imagining these little characters marching up the beach in Uig, you know, up in the west coast of Lewis. Oh, what the? Jenny's got, I think she's got the camera now that I can show you them. There we go. There's the king. He's looking really grizzly, and the wee queen's got her head in her hands, and such a no. We've got a problem with the cameras, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're gonna do the song, and I imagine these little characters marching up the beach in Uig, you know, and kind of wondering what their purpose was, where they were heading, and what adventure they were on, and I wrote this bizarre song about it. So you can sing this as well as a wee line which goes marching, 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 marching mystery. The song's called Marching Mystery. And this was requested for this was a wee request by Michael Bennington in Toronto. And I'm just going to have a wee mouthful of my pot here. So let's go for we chorus. All right, Mr. Tigers. I just want you to imagine these wee characters marching up the beach in Uig. From ship to shining shore, out of an age when time was young, across the oiling ocean's floor, their endless battle has begun. They burned upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. And she holds her weary head, her heavy horsemen stand alone. It's for the living and the dead to search their fortune far from home. And they burned upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. You can just try singing that bit. Oh, marching, marching, marching mystery. There is majesty, there is tragedy, all in its place. Rank and file ever turning and moving the space on paths of black and gold. They come with tales too dark to speak, but the fascination holds. It compels us on to search and seek. They burned upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. Hey, we'll do that chorus again, eh? They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. Thank you very much. And that's my wee song, Marching Mystery. That wee bizarre song which I wrote about the discovery of the wonderful Lewis chessmen. Now, most of the chess pieces are down in the museum in London, I think, at the moment. And I think there's 7 in the Edinburgh, in the Scottish Museum in Edinburgh. But We'll do one more wee song. Now, we're experimenting at the moment with doing, streaming this out to Instagram and X, and we don't quite know how that's all working. The Instagram one will be funny because you won't be seeing the whole stage because you're just seeing the little bit in the middle. It just seems to be the way that it works. But we're going to try and see if we can't get it to show the whole stage. But if you are getting it okay on Instagram, put a message up on Facebook or something on our Facebook page and let us know that it worked all right for you. And I'm going to leave a message on Instagram. Shouldn't be saying that. That's a competition, isn't it? Yeah, just do what you need to do to let us know if it worked okay for you. Anyway, it's a wee experiment, and I'm going to do this song, which. It's kind of like a love song. And one of the hardest things as a songwriter to do is to write love songs. Write love songs that aren't sort of corny, There are thousands of love songs out there. And it's very, very hard to try and get one that isn't corny. And so this is one of my wee attempts at that. And... was requested by Shelley Ormond, who is visiting Oslo in Norway. So what happens is we put all our requests into Duncan's hat and we pick them out just before the show. And some of them might be months old, actually, because it depends on where they are in the mixture of requests. But I'm going to have another wee mouthful of Nigel's port here. Keep the vocal cords lubricated. We are not made of stone. We're halfway there and halfway gone, but we bend and believe in the strength of the light and the signs we receive. And we are not careful, clear. We struggle on from year to year, and on the waves of our faith we drift like the boat that is anchored too late. Oh, but I'm not alone in the force of this wildest unknown, for she is the deepest part of me. She is the deepest part of me. And we do not have the truth to tell. Some have flown while others fell. What seemed to be right now darkens our way, clouds in our sight, and we do not have the eyes to see the magic and the mystery and the place that it fills, that allows us to sleep so silent and still. Oh, but I'm not alone in the force of this wildest unknown, for she is the deepest part of me. She is the deepest part of me. And when resolution seems so far away, time always turns into the light of day. won't see me when I lose the place. Stumble blindly, fall from grace. We're filled with the need to shout out aloud, to follow, to lead. And we are not made of stone. We're halfway there and halfway gone. But we bend and believe in the strength of the light, in the signs we receive. Oh, but I'm not alone in the force of this wildest unknown. For she is the deepest part of me. 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 Thank you very much, and that's my wee love song, She Is the Deepest Part of Me, and that brings us to the end of our wee half an hour here in the old schoolhouse in Barton. There's just me and Jenny in the school tonight. In the school, Jenny's working the buttons up the back, and I'm now going to open my little bottle of champagne. And the tatty faces have been waiting for this all night. Now, I'm not very good at this, but I've got a glass here. So, because it's been, I should have had a towel to pop this off with. But, so that's 250 of these wee shows we've done now. And I'm really proud of the fact that you guys have all stayed with me over the last 250 shows. And thanks to all the folk who bought tickets. Yeah, Jenny's going to come and get a glass, and thanks to all the folk who buy tickets for the ticket exchange, because that keeps the wheels of the whole machine oiled. Leave a message on Facebook or YouTube or from where you're coming from, where you're watching from, and hold on. Oh, look at that.
Yes.
So,
well done.
The tatty faces will get theirs afterwards. But anyway, thank you for hanging in there. All that's left now is to... I'm going to. All that's left is for me to say good night, and just to remind you too that we're going to do a little Hogmanay thing at midnight on New Year's Eve. Just a little 10-minute thing. I'll come on and sing a song before midnight and count the bells in. Because what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, do this, and we're in the old school. For those of you who this is the first time you've watched it, it's in the old village school that I went. Yeah, it's the old village school that I went to, and my dad went to it in the 1930s, and now it's part of our recording studio here. And but we're going to come in here for 5 minutes before the bells, sing a wee song, have the bells. I might ring the old school bell, and then we're going to have another wee song, and then we're going to pop up to the village hall up in the village here, where we always have a wee kind of soiree on Hogmanay, and I've been doing that for years. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed it tonight. Hope your Instagram people managed to get some kind of show. We'll find out after we're finished. And hope you're all taking care of each other, staying cheery, smiling like a tatty face, and I'll see you on Hogmanay. Night night.